Kira Nisambola, Namaste, Ram Ram, Jai Shri Krishna. Hello, friends. Welcome to another live session of our business chat. Today, I have another business partner from all the way from Australia. But those who of all don't know me, my name is Devina Patel. I'm originally from the Fiji Islands, but currently based here in Auckland, New Zealand. I'm a finance professional. I work in the supply chain sector and I'm a proud online business owner. Today we have a business partner in a business chat and she will introduce herself. So this is for all those who are basically looking for a passive income or sideline or like to earn something extra from their 9 to 5 job, and also those who have moved out for greener pastures like myself and Sunana. We're originally from Fiji, but we have moved out of Fiji and we have thought of greener pastures, but we do sometimes find challenges. So we're gonna have a business discussion, but for those of you, you might be wanted to attempt to be doing something and earning on the side, so may tune into our discussion and see if this resonates with you and join us. So over to Sunana for today. Sunana, can you please introduce yourself and tell the viewers about yourself?
Hello everyone, Sabke Ram Ram. My name is Sunaina. Originally I was born in Fiji and migrated to Sydney, Australia in 1999. So this year on Fiji Day, actually, it will be 25 years since we've been living in Sydney. So basically, I grew up here in Sydney. I was 6 years old. And I did all my schooling here, my tertiary education, basically everything. I go back to Fiji for holidays to visit family, and I got married in Fiji. My husband is from Ba himself, so we've been married for about 5 years this year, and yeah, so it's going pretty good. Sydney is basically home, but nothing compared to the Fiji Islands. Never going to forget where I've come from, and yeah, whenever I go back to Fiji and I go back to my grandparents' place, it is there's some kind of feeling because okay, we're back. There's this kind of peace whenever I go back to my grandparents' place that I grew up there, and I still remember some of my childhood before moving here. So basically, a little bit about my professional life. I completed a master's education in, sorry, a master's in primary education, and so I was working um, as a teacher and then also as a tutor after school. And then I had my first child in 2021. So during the COVID lockdown time, my first child, Rayanch, he was born. And then so I've just been home looking after him, went back to work just on a part-time basis, and I just recently had a baby girl. So her name is Saisha, and she's going to be about 3 months um, this month, more like in a week and a half time. So yeah, so I'm just a stay-at-home mom, just looking after my two beautiful kids, and yeah, that's just a little basic about me.
Thank you very much, Sunana, and congrats on your baby girl. I remember you have mentioned to me this before as well when we were doing this discussion of when we're going to do a live stream. So, Sunana, we have this online business opportunity that you are aware of, I'm aware of, but we're telling our followers and viewers who is watching us today, thank you so much. And could you tell, everyone the reason as to why you had gone onto the online space?
So when it was just my husband and I would start my day at 6 a.m., get up, get to school, and then I will finish at 3 o'clock, and then quickly I would have about 45 minutes until I start my tutoring job. And so where I was working, the distance was about 40 minutes to the tutoring place, because I was working in southwest West Sydney, and I needed to go into like closer to the Sydney CBD. So I would quickly rush, and then I would do my tutoring job. And basically, I wouldn't be home until 9:30. So I'll be out of the house at 7 up until 9:30. Um, I worked, and then I had some savings, and then so I was using some of my savings as to look after my when I was looking after my older son. And so after that, I needed to look for something that, helped me financially, and also because my husband was the sole earner, trying to provide for us at that time. When I did go back to work, it was only on a part-time basis, and I wasn't getting much hours that I could get a proper income, things like that. So then on Facebook, I was just scrolling through, and I came across an ad, and then I said, okay, like any other people, you'll see an ad, you'll think that, okay, this is not going to be a legit business, things like that. So I just kept scrolling, and then the same ad just keep coming. So I just took it as a sign that, okay, I'm looking for like an extra source of income. So why don't I just get some information? There's nothing wrong about it. There's no harm about getting information. So I got information. And then I just signed up for the webinar, and then yeah, from there I was just basically, okay, this seems like it's going to solve my problems, and I can spend more time with my kids. And then it took me a little bit longer to get my foot into that, becoming a business owner, only because I had found out that I was pregnant with my daughter just last year. So I wasn't well, and so it just basically took more time. And then until I started feeling a little bit better, that's when I actually became a business owner. So I've been a business owner since early this year, and honestly, I wish that this opportunity came to me so much earlier, and I wouldn't have to struggle too much or think too much about like finances and stuff like that, and supporting my husband when it comes to supporting my family and things like that. So basically, my to sum it up, my reason is my kids. I want to spend more time with them rather than working like I used to, and putting my child or my children through the childcare, or having someone else look after my kids. Because when my kids are young, I'm not going to get this time with them again. And I also like think about my parents when we came here. So there's just me and my sister. As I mentioned before, we were quite young when we came here, and my parents needed to work in order to provide for us. So just because they were working pretty much 7 days a week, they didn't really spend much time with my sister and I. And then gradually, when things started to be coming, started to become financially stable, my sister and I, we had grown up. So basically, my parents, they kind of missed that childhood of mine and my sisters. And yeah, like when I think about that, I don't want the same thing to be with my kids. Like, I don't want that same situation. So yeah, here comes this opportunity, and I took it. And now I'm a proud business owner. I've learned a lot too.
Thank you. So then that's a quite like a touching story as well, and I do resonate in terms of myself as well. The reason I went online is because there was a turning point when I had come across this passing away of a friend, and I've seen struggles, and basically I've seen their struggle, and I see mine and the challenges, and I told myself that I cannot be working for someone else and make them achieve their goals whereas now it's time for me to focus on myself and for me to achieve my goals. But everyone has the same goals, but there's their communication in terms of interpreting it is very different, which is always the same. It comes down to the family. So I do understand when it comes to family, we do see, like, even myself, my mom, I've seen that she worked hard in terms of upbringing me and my brothers. But the thing is that our we had to grow up and like look after our own selves because life is so such, and I grew up without a parent. So I do understand how you feel. So moving forward, like, what would you tell the viewers who's watching us live or who's going to watch the recording? What exactly is this online business that we are talking about?
So, excuse me. So this online business, it just basically involves you getting your foot into social media. Nowadays, everyone is got or has some sort of social media. Facebook being the most popular one. As I mentioned before, I saw an ad through Facebook, and before I had no experience or nothing about becoming a business owner, or I didn't even think about becoming a business owner. I didn't know anything about digital marketing, or, the person I am now, it's all through this online business. I wouldn't like, if you asked me maybe late last year to do a live session, I wouldn't have been able to do it. But this business, it's all done online. All you need is your laptop or your phone. Anywhere that you get internet connection, you're able to do this business. It's just basically, you're building a brand for yourself. And then or everything is done in the background, like all training is provided. It gives you, ways of how you can set up your business, and then what's expected, things like that. And you don't need to be a PhD graduate to do this business. Anybody can do it. Anyone can get their foot into it. So this online business, you're just basically required to, like, post, have get yourself a business page and post things on your business page. And then from there, you'll get traffic. And then just like how we're doing, once you get some experience, you'll be doing some live interviews with other business partners around the world. And see, like, I'm from Sydney, and Sis Devina is sitting in Auckland. So we're able to do this at our convenience. I've got my family here. So while my husband looks after them, I'm able to do this. And yeah, it's just basically done all through social media. And all training is provided. And yeah, everything else works in the background. All you need to focus is on your page.
Thank you, Sunaina. What I would like to just add a little bit more is that, like you mentioned, it's a social media tool. As you can see, in today's global platform that we are in, a lot of things are on the social media networks. Let's put it, most of the time we are 70% average on the internet. So we're snooping around TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Insta. So, like, things are growing. Even companies are doing all their marketing through the social media, and they are using quite efficiently and all those things. So if you, like, anyone who, you do not have to have those, like you mentioned, the qualification, you just have to have the knowledge of learning and the right skills, because we provide you all the skills, and these skills will be the life changing of any person who joins us. So moving forward on the session, what are some of the key features that you come across when someone of your followers, even my followers, do ask me these questions? What are the key features of this online business?
I would have to say that social media. And then if someone approaches me, they'll just basically say that, how can I get my foot into it? Yeah, like, training is provided. And you get, everything is done in the background. Sorry, I've just had like a mind blank. And yeah, everything is done online. The key things that you need is your laptop, your phone, internet connection to get into this. You get a stability. You're able to work around your routine and work around your family, whichever reason you need to. Um, you're doing this business. Some for some people it's because they want to work from home and or travel, things like that. Full training is provided. If someone asks you, these certain questions, you've been given the opportunity, or like you've been given a list of questions and answers and how you can respond. And just basically, like if someone asks me, how do I get started? I guide them to my website, and then from there, they can register for a 90-minute webinar where they'll get details about the business and, yeah, hear live testimonials from other people and, yeah, their stories and their whys.
Thank you, Sunaina. Like some of the logs you have mentioned, I'll just add a little bit more. In terms of the key features, what we've offer to our, newbies, business owners, and potential business owners is we have an allocated mentor and a strategist. We have, whenever you start anything new, we are not always left alone. You're always given a one-to-one mentor. Mentor is someone who's going to help you, who's going to check in on you and help you establish your business, give you the steps of what to do next. But at always, the one key feature I would like to tell any newbie business owner is that have the positive attitude and also have the willingness to learn, because and listen as well, because people who are like myself and Sunana, we have been in the business, so we will be the ones to guiding. And you have a strategist as well who will set the plan for the whole team. You work as a team. This is like a community business, right? So you grow as a team. There's no I in team. So what happens is that no one will be left alone. If you have a downtime, you can reach out to your mentors or your coaches. You can have one-to-one sessions with them, send them a message through. You have all the social media tools. We have the web-based trainings, as you mentioned. We have everything is on the online space. You watch all the trainings at your convenience, and also try to do trial and error methods as well. You always test and run, like what Sunana, she did. Everything is on the social media. Always have the open mindset of every day is a new day and a day filled with opportunities. So anyways, moving forward, so what is your guidance, Sunana, on people who are very skepticism in terms of who may have some doubts?
Um, so I will share a little story about what had like my experiences and with um, my husband's thoughts with it. So just like anything, in this day and age, there are a lot of scams going around where people are putting up fake things just to get money from you. But with this one, it's completely, like it is not a scam. And with this one, as I mentioned before, I saw an ad and I really thought that it was just someone just doing it for my money and stuff. And then I registered for it, and then as I went through the steps of becoming or being where I am today, it's just basically like when I thought back before, I'm like, okay, if I had started before, or if an ad like this came before. With my husband, he was a little skeptical. um, but like I tried to convince him and things like that, but um, it was just difficult because he didn't really believe that you can earn online. And then so he saw me working, and then posting on my social media, doing lives, doing team go lives, team meetings pretty much every fortnight, and doing a live interview with Sister Devina here, and things like that. So I'm currently using my new laptop, but before I had an old laptop that was really slow, and it would take about 30 minutes to basically start up. And then so I said to him, I need a new laptop. And then, so can you buy me one for my birthday? He's like, no, I'm not going to buy you one. Okay. I'm like, okay, you don't want to buy me one. That's fine. And then, to my surprise, for my birthday, he had given me a new laptop. And, that kind of told me in a way that even though, he's not fully, dancing out loud saying, oh, I believe in this, I believe in this. But deep down, it, like, him gifting me this laptop, he's, just telling me that he's going to support me in all of this, and like, I believe in you. And that, um initially he thought that it was a bit of, like, um a bit of a dodgy system, things like that. But then over time he saw what I was doing, and he slowly changed his mind. And, like, anyone out there who is sitting on the fence, or who believe that, it's not for them, I would say go for it. You're not going to find out until you actually get your foot into the door. And through this, you're going to learn so many new skills. You're going to develop yourself, personally, yourself. And for me, my biggest why is my kids. Now I don't have to stress about looking for a job that I'll be working for somebody else just so I can provide for my kids. I currently have my own business, and I am doing it for my kids. So, yeah, anyone sitting on the fence, just do it. Like,
Yeah.
you will have your whys, but something, that's why your coach or your mentor are there. They can clear out your any questions that you've got, things like that. Or even just, like, posting a question on our pages and just clarifying it. Like, we are real people here, we have our real stories. We are both from Fiji, and yeah, like, we're real people. When you're not talking to a robot or a computer generated image or anything like that, we're all real people, all having our different reasons as to why we have joined in with this business. And honestly, when you look back, you're going to say, oh, why didn't I join earlier? Just like with me, I'm saying, why didn't this business opportunity come to me much earlier when I was struggling financially? So I would just say go for it.
Yeah, thank you, Sunaina. And I agree on that one. Like, when my personal take is that when Hindi mein jab dar lage wahi time kuda jaye, so means that when you face the fear, you just jump and you don't think about the consequence, because we are hypothetically thinking it in our minds, but it's not even happened yet. So when the event happens, then that is when you know how to deal one after the other in terms of consequences. For me personally, I was never skeptical, but yes, you have those doubts of 50-50. I joined the business
Mhm.
because I told myself I do not want to work for someone else. I want to work for myself. I want my flexibility. I want my time. I want to report to myself. I don't want to take negative, or I don't want to take commands from someone else above me, basically. And I've
Mhm.
reached a point that I have 16 years of corporate experience, and that corporate experience has built my skill set, but it had never given me that job satisfaction in terms of, I've seen good people, I've seen not so good people, and all of them teaches you a journey. And it was always a learning thing for me. One thing I never did is I never gave up on the momentum of always being positive in whoever done bad to me. I always say to myself is that try to be better than that person and better version of yourself. So
Mhm.
that is how I looked at it. For me personally, I joined the business because my friend, she was been in the business, and I knew her for 10 years, so at least the trust factor was there. Like, so, and I did not do much research, but I trusted my friend 100% that this is legit. So if
Mhm.
anybody is new who's watching us live today, in terms of you not knowing this online business, follow us, get to know us, me and Sunena. Ask us questions, because we are free. We are helping everyone for you to find the financial freedom, independence. You want to spend quality time, build relationships, because all those moments in one point will go away, and they will all just like pass away, and everything is temporary. So connect with
Mhm.
us, know us, and see if this works for you. If this not work for you, choice is yours, you know. So at the end of the day, coming to the end of this conversation today, Sunana, what is your views to the followers?
I would just say if you're looking to get your foot into the digital market and marketing or digital business world, I would just say this here is the opportunity for you. If you've got any questions, you've got us to ask. And yeah, like your reason could be that because you want some free time, you want to travel more, you want to spend more time with your family, your kids, you don't want to miss their milestones, or like you just had a dream of becoming your own boss. I would just say, just go for it. Watch our webinar. From there you'll get some details about, starting this business or about this business. And just like us, we all started from the same thing, the same step. And every week we have all these webinars that come up. There's live sessions and there's also replays. It's always going to be available to you. And yeah, like I would just say, go for it. Like that's my biggest why. Like as Sis Devina mentioned, like she didn't want to work for other people. That was a I wasn't like that before myself. I thought that I would be a employee working for somebody else all of my life. But then there were certain situations during my employment which basically shaped the way that I was thinking. I just decided, I'm not going to work for somebody else, or I don't want to work for somebody else all of my life. I want to be my own boss. And this opportunity here allows you to set up your own schedule. It allows you to basically spend more time with your family, do whatever you want to do. You set up your own schedule and just basically decide how you run things. If you don't want to work, or you don't want to, like, oh, okay, I don't want to get up at 9 o'clock in the morning, you don't have to. You can post like when you wake up, or you like things like that. Like you just do it whenever it suits you. Like our lives conversation here, we've just basically worked around our schedules whenever we're free. I've got two kids at home, but while my husband looking after them, and I'm here doing this live session. So just giving you some advice, like, go for it.
Thanks, Sunana, and thank you so much for coming today to, my page, and and coming as an invited guest from Fiji. I try always to get to our Fijian sisters or brothers to help us, because there's a lot of we see challenges, people moving out of your home countries, but the challenges we go for greener pastures, but the challenges are more overwhelming than the greener pastures. Those are the rosy pictures. So we do want to see, we want to be we want to be part of everyone's success, and this is a team effort growing. So those of you who are stuck on the fence, so you're wanting to know what is this business opportunity, I would personally say jump for it, go for it, as Sunana mentioned, because at the end of the day, the opportunity comes once, it doesn't come twice. When it comes the second time, it's going to be always late. So
Mhm.
jump for it. Never think about the consequences. We do offer, like, Sunena and I, we come and register on one of our pages. You will give you all the information, and you attend a live webinar, which is more entertaining. You can ask your real questions to real people, and a panelist always comes every twice in a week. It comes on Wednesdays at 12 p.m. New Zealand time and Fiji time, and the same on Friday as well. So if you really want to know, take the leap of faith, ask questions, go for that 149 US. That is a refundable 30-day trial period, and you will get to know what is more about this online business. So guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much. See you again for another session. Thank you so much, Sunana, for coming in, and we'll be back soon. Bye.
Bye.